Speaking on the suspension of the 8-month-old strike by university lecturers and other issues, joining us live from Oka, the Anambra State Capital, Comrade Stephen Ufoaro, the Chairman, Academic Staff Union of Universities, Anambra State. Good evening.
Good evening, there.
All right, Nigerian students and parents received the good news of the suspension of the 8-month strike action by ASUU. Now, the national president also stressed that there are some unresolved issues despite calling off the strike. Can you throw more light on this, please?
Yeah, virtually all the issues in contention, none has been resolved, just as contained in the press statement by the ASUU president. None of the issues have been resolved. They are still on promissory notes, promises by the government. They will release the white paper on visitation panel. They will release a repatriation fund, increment in salaries of members by next year, already accommodated in the budget as stated. The issue of payment platform yet to be resolved. The issue of proliferation of public universities by both federal and state governments, the bill has not been assented to or processed at the National Assembly. So none of the issues in contention have been resolved. Just as the ASUU chairman in UNILAG said, it's just on a promissory note. And so, as far as the union is concerned and our members, none of the issues have been resolved.
All right, the Committee of Vice Chancellors today also cited an issue such as existence of trust between the federal government, ASUU, and other unions. Will this not lead to another breakdown of the academic calendar?
I think the federal government is in a better position to answer that question. Virtually, whenever we go on strike, we've always suspended the strike on trust that the federal government will do the needful. Even after several memorandum of understanding, memorandum of action have been signed, we always believe that and trusted the government to do the needful. But times to that number, they failed. Almost all the administrations that have led this country have failed in that direction. And so for us, we wouldn't want to go on strike again to press home for any demand. It's not necessary because it's an evil wind that blows no man any good. We lose, the students lose, the parents lose whenever we go on strike. So we don't want to go for it. But if the government renege again in fulfilling the agreement, we collectively agree together in order to resolve the challenges of public university, it should be the last resort. But we don't pray that it comes to that level. We want to believe that government will have also learned her lesson. We've gone for 9-month strike in 2020. We've gone for 8-month strike now. And virtually every system of this country has suffered because of this strike. So I don't think the government wants us to go this way again. But as a union, we don't want to also go this way again in resolving our differences with the federal government.
All right, now, way forward, how can the federal government and ASUU maintain a healthy relationship in building a strong educational base for Nigeria?
I think the challenge we have is political will. There's never been political will by those in leadership position to solve the challenges in the educational system. And as long as there's no political will, then this recent crisis that we've gone into may not be averted. Until there's now they've included 470 billion in 2023 budget. The budget by National Assembly will soon be passed before the year runs out. The matter will be list of capital, list of funds to make sure that those budget allocations are properly funded as regards the educational sector. But most of we see that the will is not there. They will spend money on other issues, on other aspects of the economy, but the issue of funding education has never been a priority with our government. Not just this present administration, even the past administration. But if there could be that political will to fix our educational system, I think we're better off for it as a nation. Our young ones, our students, our lecturers, the entire society will be happy for it. But the challenge remains, will there be political will? Now that the strike has been suspended on trust, will the government do the needful? If we are ready to do the needful, I assure you, ASUU is ready to cooperate to fix our educational system in the interest of our nation and our economy.
Thank you very much, and we do hope that this tears and this cooperation stays as long as possible. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Chairman.
That is our prayer. Thank you.
And that was the chairman of the Anambra State University, Mr. Quiz.